Alright, guys. I'm here. I know I'm a bit late. I had a couple chats going in the background. There's some last things I was also trying to track down. I'm also pretty blah today. And then a second ago, before it was like, okay, go live. I'd been over and had the first natural nosebleed of my life that I can ever recall. And I don't know what the hell that's about. Um, but I really, throughout my life, could not remember my nose ever naturally bleeding. The only time my nose has ever bled is when monsters beat me in the face. And even then, it takes a hell of a beating to make that motherfucker bleed. And he usually did try to stay the fuck away from my face. There'd be no evidence or proof, right? Especially as much as abuse as he knew my body could take without bruises and until I got sick. Either way. So he usually did try to stay over in the face. And then realized, because I was going to be the most sensitive area, I guess. I didn't want to fuck up Brady through the years either. Because Lori get mad when that did happen. But, my beautiful baby, my beautiful baby. I'm like, bitch, you did it. Yeah, soul. But anyway, I still didn't like it when shit was on the face, including when he beat it. And my body was hard to breathe. Any of that was basically like, what she's gonna show us whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, but anyway. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's been over in that first natural nosebleed of mine. So, kind of freaked out right now about it. Anyway, if y'all happen to see it start bleeding, you let me know. I'm that cat like a motherfucker. Not gonna lie about that. I don't even know where that cat is at right now. That cat is not coming back near me. Not, not for a while. So say it. Side eyes, real. So yeah, moral of the story, I probably shouldn't even be here right now. What's new? And, last night though, mention a cat one time. One time. You hear that? Hold on. That was just Mike knocking on the door. Not kidding. Anyway. I still bit bothered, more than a bit bothered by last night. Um, yeah, that's not even my cat. I'm not joking. It's not my cat. A cat only comes around a little while before something and everything keep dying around here. Now, I'm not sure if the cat annoys them to death first or what, but it also has a habit of bringing things back from the dead for a few days. Now it's doing it to me, but I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm serious. It's not even a cat. Like, it does not live here with me, not my cat. Mm, Dan, if it were due to that, I think it would happen at some point, some other point in the near 40 years of my life on this planet, in all kinds of environments and temps and places. Here, I'm feeling that weird sensation off and on. I just thought it was, it used to have to be there. It's weird as hell. I walk. Anyway, last night, still wasn't bothered. Tried to sleep. Tried to sleep. That didn't go so hot. Got a little bit. Woke up. As always. Fire's burning, right? Oh, shit never stops. Um, I, I've been a little scattered lately. I'm hunting certain things, for sure. Still have a million things to get to, I guess is the best way to put it, but keep not quite getting there. However, um, I just, I'm also trying to, I don't know, keep from being distracted by when I'm also hunting and while I'm looking and I'm trying to stay steady on certain. I was thinking about something though, but I don't guess it's anything new to me. In my mind, not something I've worked 4 billion times, 40 billion different ways, but something somewhere in the wind right now. Um, you know, I think there are great many different stories on June 15th. I know there are a great deal more witnesses than this realm knows about or should know about. There are a great deal many witnesses to a lot of things, not just June 15th. Um, but I do think there are many stories in June 15th. Only several that really matter. I think, I guess it's going to depend on how you look at the word matter as well. I don't know about all that, I know quite a few of the witnesses around Summer's case that kept being fucked with by YouTube, and they didn't want to be known, recognized, outed, doxed, assholes of hero genealogy bullshit, driving by, knocking, people setting them out or trying to get their YouTube buddies to go play frenzies with them in person, trying to get info to tamper with them or to do drive ups, drive bys, or any of that shit. So, yeah, there's a great many that didn't want to be fucked with, a great many that asked not to be fucked with, and this place fucked them anyway. Still trying to out them, still trying to hunt them out. And those who know of their existence are and have been making a great and concerted effort from the beginning to fuck with them by any means necessary. I don't find it cute. Neither does the community, the others, and I'm sure law enforcement doesn't either. So to say that people here wouldn't know unless we all whatever, it's not true. It's not true. We're hunted. Everybody around Summers, everything in the community are hunted. Been fucked with to some degree or another. Property is shit pulled first 3 seconds of Amber Alerts. Names, social media, and hunted like prize deer. Our lives put at risk, jeopardy. Summer's case, a lot of us didn't realize how deep and dark it went. A lot still do not. Or realize how deep and dark it still is. And how very far these people will go. As a matter of fact, I'm watching tonight is 2 of you little fucking cretins, 2 of the worst around Summers, everything, are continuing to stalk and insert yourself in and around my family. Your little clickety likes, I've made note. I'll continue to compile that shit, but don't worry, dears. One day you can have it all, and I'll leave you with bags of shit you've created. Will make no difference about it. Like, how about it, bro? Fist bumps for all y'all. You overestimated some shit. But I will tell you what, you leave my goddamn eldest alone. You hear me? Fucking psycho bitches. Hey, tell monsters we said hi though. You motherfuckers. Anyway, I'm so over these people. You have no idea. And if I wasn't half dead right now and half sick, I'd probably picked up the phone and called about 3 state police agencies. Still thinking about it. Them stalking, harassing, crazy psychos. Anyway, for me, I think the older goes, Summer's story, her brother's story. Then, you know, C, D, and G there. Right? Thing is, you had to wait on Summers so she can tell it, and law enforcement and courts can tell it. And their brothers, the other three, all have their own. Now, C and D have made their stories, and I guess Grandest, they've all made theirs publicly known to a degree, I guess. Right? Thing is, whose story is whose? Whose story is whose? You know, something hit me a while back, and I thought, because I don't like McDonough and all them, they run around with the shed this, the shed that, whatever, right? Why'd you pull in blah blah blah, right? Dawn, blah blah blah. Fine, whatever. Me, I had a different take on all that. My Dawn goes back and forth from he doesn't know people done on their first to the hill to the field to whatever, right? All the things. And this thing a while back, I was like, man, wait a minute. Maybe he pulled in to try to load the boys up to make people think they were indeed with him that day at work and not alone at the house while Candace and everybody were out. But didn't quite make it in time because, I and the other neighbor were searching and line of sight, etc. But thing is, I can, Angel. Anyway, and I sort of let it, you know, go into the realm of fires, right? At one point, Don states that he did talk to the boys. But then he kind of stops saying, doesn't. Then mostly concentrates on, no, I knew she was gone because they're my boys and my neighbor or neighbors, depending on the day. And when he's talking, so I knew she had been, she was gone. not be misconstrued with his other bullshit around him and Candace staying on the phone the whole time after he realizes, wait a minute, and the way he had initially said he knew Summer was gone, hadn't been found, and his excuse for pulling him down there first, etc., was that nobody called him back to let him know that Summer had been found. So he knew, right? She was still missing. Okay, fine. But then he changes that eventually to, nuh-uh, him and Candace were on the phone the whole freaking time. Bullshit. But whatever. Then the way he knows that, you know, his heart just sunk, right? When he pulled in down there. He could still see us searching, whatever. And the boys stood there. He just knew. None of it makes any good fucking sense. Does it? Not a damn bit. Because he's on the phone with Candace the whole time. Well, he knows Summer wasn't found. And if the way he knows that Summer wasn't found, or, he just knew she was gone or whatever, is because nobody called him back to let him know. And then that's the reason he went down, pulled in, and whatever. And his heart just sunk. He knew she was gone because there were the boys and the neighbors. Either way, why wouldn't you get your ass out the car and help your neighbors and your boys search for your precious trophy, bro? That's weird. Much like Candace. None of that shit was searched first. How the hell do you know? Like, what? Wait, none of it makes good look sense. However, if you go back in the time machine of shit this place wants to let you forget, or chaos is supposed to cover over, you find the moments. Maybe, hell, maybe they too are chaos. You find little snippets. Maybe chaos, maybe not. Maybe like, maybe the closest pieces to origins of four weaving butterfly bullshit. Whose story is his? Then the other day, I hear after many times listening to all three of them go, nuh-uh, called law enforcement first, nuh-uh, called Dawn first, nuh-uh, called. Granted, is like, well, she called law enforcement, but of course she called Dawn, he ain't y'all, so sure. Back and forth, round and round it goes. Thing is, there's some problems here. And you hear things like Candace somewhere in wherever say her biggest regret is she called Dawn first. That chaos, truth, leakage. Mm, weird ass keeps randomly off and on leaking about Dawn. Or is it? Because all three of them throw each other under the bus to set each other up while they're all working together. They're a weird trio, I gotta tell you. They sure as fuck are, even in front of Ellie, while one's calling law on the other one. They'll work together to formulate a story. You know, one's going to jail no matter what. They will stand there and work to weave a tale together so that both aren't double or not as severe, but that it's still mud and jello. No one ever, like, y'all yourselves have heard audio versions of this. It's goddamn some of the weirdest shit. But it's something they're fuckery a lot of us are semi-used to. Yes. Or no, our guts screamed or different things. There's always a team effort in playing ball. All will absolutely throw each other under the bus, but while also trying to get ahead of other people that could throw them under the bus or playing set up shit or fucking with others or yeah, I mean they're wild, bro. Some of the weirdest shit you'll ever see. Or hear. It really is. Uh, but on June 15th, if these things remain true in the order that some of us witnessed or pieced together or I don't know. It doesn't matter in the end, because there's obviously a problem on June 15th, but you know, I think a great deal of what's heard. Yeah, right here, the notorious line is, well, Don's just repeating what he was told. Don's just repeating what he was told. Has to be Grandma and Candace's line. He was just out here telling what he was told. And I'm gonna bet you he ain't. Don's out here telling what he manufactured, and it's still manufactured. You're not hearing it. It's a mix of both, right? In a way. But it's not. It's not. Candace, Grandis, and the boys' stories sort of end as soon as the first call's put into Dawn. Sort of. Now, if the order of events can be believed and placed together with what I at least witnessed, ear witness, eyewitness, blah, 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 I and others make that clear. That first call to Dawn, technically, right, is heard by me. Every fucking word of it. Loud and fucking clear. All the way down the damn driveway. Till Candace sees me, tells him to shut the fuck up entirely. Cause I'm real fucking confused where this whole other human being I expect to be in that vehicle is. And she pulls side of me. I talk to her through the window. I scan the vehicle. I don't see anything or anyone in the vehicle. Whatever, you know, until Dawn pops on the damn phone. Dawn will, of course, by this point realize that Summer's gone some way, somehow. Oh, he'll have known that, for sure. But see what Dawn does next is. Because I know by whatever the fuck Candace said to me, that kidnapping and abduction wasn't fucking it, bro. The boys do indeed go to the left side of the hill. I didn't hear any direction given to him, though I heard everything else from that same exact spot, including him being yelled at with the whole, what did you do? What did you do? Nothing, mama. Nothing, mama. Type area, right? Weird, that. But only one answer. But they are indeed sit down. Candace immediately after that was on the phone with Dawn. Dawn would know where she sent the boys. She had enough time to tell him. Sure did. And then, of course, he's still on the phone with her as she pulls away from me. After we talk, after Dawn pops up and on the speakerphone and goes, "So you told me somebody took my baby girl?" No, dipshit, that's not what I'm saying, but that's what you just said. Okay? Pebble into the fucking universe, right? Eh, much thing swirl around on. Little fairy tales is weaving. Doesn't take that motherfucker long, as you all can see with the hair bit on WJHL as him and her interview together. It's like that. I think one story was coming into place, and then other things got fucked up, and you see what could not be accessed without somebody. You've got C sitting there at a certain point, watching others search. Don would be on the phone throughout that off and on, I assume. He'd know where the boys should be to head straight for him. Candace being able to tell him back and forth that we hadn't quite made it that way yet, etc. Who knows what all. Now, by the time everything sort of converges, Andy and Don, first two cops, the other neighbors starting to pull in. Don already seemingly have had contact with the boys at a certain point because he pulls in, right? Goes directly down to where they should be. And see, they should have made it further than that. Searching for somewhere, they should have at least made it. The equivalent of like, and these are kids you're talking about, guys. They're probably not going to search as thoroughly or look for the things I and the adult neighbor were looking for, right? These are kids. They're going to go fairly quick. Their hips don't hurt type thing. You get what I'm saying? But they were. They were still very close to the area they would have hit coming down the side. Either way, the others searching will be the ones able to. It doesn't matter. Alright. My eyes, though, are on the creek, this and the other. Obviously, make my way at one point and waste a minute or two by making sure Monster knows. Though I could clearly see him stop and talk to Candace, who's parked down there. Maybe or maybe not, keeping eyes on the rest of us. While Donnie tried to haul his ass in quick enough. I always took boys, well, I'll say it that way, but I always took them going swing set 5 or 10 minutes as kids being, well, they're kids, right? Y'all have heard me say it. 5 or 10 minutes, yeah, there's no way. It was just kid time, right? But what if? What if Don made contact, gave him the story? 5 or 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes. That's why the weird behavior when I come up on them, heads down, I take that initially as they think they're going to be in trouble, or I'm going to tell them for not really searching, playing around, something, I don't know, that they weren't acting right. And only one answers me. That's odd. And they know me better. Like, I'm not going to be like, hey, C and D, your kids, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So the behavior's off. But yeah, that time, other times, for a long time, you can think over these every day, all day, actually. Right? Hell, tomorrow I could have a different idea about it. 5 minutes from now. 10, 2, 3 minutes. Who the fuck really knows, right? But what if don't? See, they're sitting on the hill. That's where Dawn makes the beeline. But you see, then later on, oh, there's so many little things. Candace was initially trying to hide knowledge of the boys being there. So you have that, right? Now, why would you do that if you were then gonna have them be like, ah, well, swing set 5, 10 minutes? Well, it's because there was something else in place before Dawn started taking over. Just a guess. Candace didn't know where the hell something was. But I'd hazard a bet. And then, of course, you got the pieces in there where Candace remained inside looking, and she sent the boys out to look and all this shit. That's probably why I heard the boys yelling for Summer first. So, or maybe she does. But see, they already had some sort of something in place, maybe. But then after they, you know, talked to Dawn, everything changes. Dawn obviously hears me tell her about the scream. He decides to squeeze that in real quick, right? Instead of whatever the fuck they were gonna go for first, which I'm sure was whatever conversation was coming down the driveway and prior to making contact with them. Then he gets to the boys. He tells them to swing set 5 to 10 minutes. By the time Lawson comes into play in the evening, the boys obviously they tell him they see her walking out the door. The problem with all this is you then have Grandis start going, oh yeah, we all know Summer was abducted and we're just praying to God when he sent the boys down and by taking. What the fuck do you mean? Send people down to search for her, but you know she's been abducted. You send other children down hoping they're not taken. Whatever. Kayla, it's hard to push two formats together, I suppose. Two stories. Yeah, maybe it's all just tools. Either way, all these little pieces. You have Dawn being the first out for interviews. BFK, yeah, well, let's move back a little further. The night of, you have Dawn being the one to run amok, start slinging super shit, right? Cholo, my blah, blah, blah. You have Candace making sure to let Dawn speak while she's staying on phones, she's doing whatever. It's also a pattern of behavior. And how they sometimes work together during other events. Now, you see Dawn being the one to speak. Dawn being the one to, which Candace does do off-camera interviews where she speaks and their story with the Garden Center and blah blah, right? It changes if you listen to the first pieces out there that are pretty quick, where the reporters are going, well, she told us off camera, this, that, and the other. Those things change throughout the days as well, but Candace and Candace's story always stops a certain, and Dawn takes over. And then, of course, you have, for some weird reason, Dawn saying the feds told him to get a pen and paper and sit down and redo the timeline. Right, and whatever. He's like, oh yeah, it was just a few things Candace forgot. Well, that's fucking weird. Okay. Whatever, buddy. Maybe just me. Maybe it's not weird at all. Hello. Weird for a dude who wasn't even present to sit down. Had to be asked to help her fill in her timeline story, though. Strange as hell. In my opinion. That's all it is. And then apparently, what I found out later on, because I really did try to stay the hell away from whatever the fuck they were doing and saying and whatever real. Like, I mean, like, I was closer in there to where I knew and could see these interviewers coming and going, or I'd be on the phone with, like, say, C or bid chats while interviewers were outside with Dawn, etc. But then I had, like, I didn't watch the news pieces. You know what I mean? And I tried a whole hell of a lot of, like, la 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 over here for the longest time. Because did not want to mingle, yeah, shit. Didn't want to hear. So that I'd have time for my shit to be here solidly and not be, wait, did I say that, or did she say that, or was that really happening, and not to be fucked with, screwed with, like that, by listening to shit. Plus, in the first days while they're busy doing whatever the fuck it is over here, the rest of us really in there looking for summer, giving a shit, doing all the things you'd think normal neighbors, community members, and people who care would be doing, right? Unlike them, who were immediately trying to use the screen, being recorded, out in docks and everybody doing all the fuck shit. No, the thing is, it's how you know all the plans or whatever somebody said are different. Because she was trying to keep the knowledge of the boys being there from the police. At least hear tell. Mm. Now, why would you do that? It tells me that whatever happened that day was even unexpected and unplanned to her, the boys. Grandest stuff. You think, you think. Otherwise, she would probably plan better and not have the boys there alone all day anyway. And then later on, been terrified that the knowledge of them being there would get them taken enough to be scared enough to try to hide that from others. Well, like, then again, why even. That's strange. Hold on. Not that. Something else. Anyway. Hmm. Fuck. Yeah, okay. Carrying on. Anyway, I really hate being fucked with. I hate it. Anyway, you, Yeah. And then you have Dawn all the way down the driveway. Then it stops. Hears about the scream. Whatever the fuck was playing's mix, for the boys already know it's mix. You know, war infections going on by that point, or whatever the hell was occurring. Not really a whole lot of time or ability to communicate, despite princess britches and manufactured horse shittery over there saying otherwise. Beeline for the boys, not for a shed, not for summer, not for. And this concern, if it was summer, he thought anything. I don't care if I don't. You know what? I don't care. I don't care who the hell you are. You see people still searching. You get out and search with them, right? Candace never does that. Don sees I in the other neighbor and his boy's still doing that, right? No, he doesn't decide to participate. He decides he's going back down my into it, probably to get everybody else's shit together and in line. I know he speaks to Candace for that. Saying it. Sal was confused. Again. Again. Right? Because see Don popping up down there at the bottom of the road at Ben Hill and being super confused the fuck out of me. So I had to link with then what the fuck was the flash that went up the driveway earlier if Don said the car? And the oh wait. So that does mean your brain is right. Something was off with that color, traction, everything. That's why you were like, who the fuck was that? Yeah. And then here he is, though, in Subaru. What the fuck? Until you have the what the fuck moment to let you know that that flash up the driveway wasn't right. Was not indeed the neighbor's. So that's why I would guess you don't have Don and Candace or anybody else tempting to make that a pebble to throw in the fucking pond either, ever explaining. Me personally, I'd still like to know who flashed up the driveway, never made the circuit, and was familiar with the driveway enough not to hesitate. That's just me, though, I guess. Anyway, and came from the right, not the left, not where old Sugar Britches and everybody's from. No, comes from the right, and on the main road, no hesitation. It knew the driveway. Anyway, carrying on. God, they're always back. Anyway, how many versions of you are there painted black? Seriously. I mean, ain't we been doing this shit since like you and Scamathon, bro? It's been a while. Mm, I'm going. No. About 4 pictures, 16 profiles. I'm just not sleeping. Anyway, not. So anyway, tis the season. It's fucking October, isn't it? November? Yeah, them dates line up. Anyway, carrying on. Any of those snippets, flashes that are woven from like much like everything's woven. God, my head's. Anyway, um, I mean, you get out and look at even holler out at your neighbors. Maybe you seen her? Is there anything? Where all y'all been? None of that. There's a rush to get all the places. It's too late. Unfortunately, it's the coalescing of many ways to, um, they're able to use that screen. And it pisses me the fuck off. But I didn't know until later. Not even Kansas was trying day one. The only problem is after they figure out the exact timing, then it becomes a problem. They try to move their shit back to fit it, forward to do this, that, the other. Because even, look at Wise. Because even we don't know, right? There's no explanation for it. Not one given to us. Not yet. Not still. Just like that day, the first thought, when everything starts crashing together, first thought's not, oh my god, that means Summer was abducted. That means, um, first thoughts are generally, oh shit, or this, and what if she's out here hurt? Been there for all this time, noise, but then I'll see if, the way in which my kids are right too in there, but see, Dawn and Candace weren't fully aware of that either. Not the details, and they still aren't, but for a while, but then after they become somewhat aware, then Dawn begins bleeding. But he makes it the opposite of shit. Fit the dog trail shit. Which, that's just my opinion, it's dog trail shit, but it's probably because I've seen the same shit used 43 times a year, every year, while being neighbors with them. Same song and dance. You have Candace to a certain problem is, by this point, Dunn's already involved in everything. He's already out telling the story. So Candace has to then leave whatever Dawn's woven and told everywhere in and making it fit whatever the fuck they were initially going with. And in between, like say the McDonough interviews, and whatever they know, right? Whatever they're having to keep back to, hell, I don't care. Point is, you have weird shit. You're saying boys getting mixed up, using the word actually a few too many times during the interview. Oh, the boys help carry over the stuff, but wait, no, Grandis initially sends me out house. She carries it over. I will open both doors to the vehicle, despite there being no groceries present unless they had a picture enough to open both doors. Well, if you open both doors, then some the box and the wedged milk jugs that are definitely wedged to make one of theirs stand. It's fine. Would have all fallen out once, so it's you wouldn't have opened both doors, or that's all fine, right? And Grandis carried the groceries over by herself, but wait, no, the boys this, and we'll be coming that. And you got Grandis's wee stepped out, and whatever the camper shit too to throw in that. You got a knee brace going on after all the activities are over with that would require one before you went back in and rested. Make that make sense, it's fine. But in the boys stuff, right? You ever then fuck it up and going hard in and said, hey, to one particular son, keep an eye on son. Not all the boys. And you have Grandis's wee stepped out. And you have all these things. I'd hazard to bet there was a wee situation over at the camper. I'd almost bet you only one boy was left to watch Summer to keep up. Maybe, my opinion, possibly. One already being kept out of loops, not the favorite or any time everybody pretty mad at. Definitely couldn't be trusted, probably. So I'm not sure what the hell. Well, I'm not sure, but in many ways that could lead off into a bunch of fires. But the thing is, one's in heckin' trouble already. Up shit creek got paddled up trouble. Preston Ridge. But then, after some Ridge, shit gets really weird. You have little slips. You have Dawn at a certain point very early on telling Bobo, maybe McDonough, that him and his oldest along things happen. He said some shit he didn't mean. He doubted their relationship was ever fixable because of it. Then eventually, hear the fairy tale woven into, oh, this one time my oldest, he comes to me, he tells me, Dad, I'm sorry, it wasn't my fault. And I was like, it's okay, son, and we hugged it out, bro, style. Right? Yeah, bullshit, bro. Anyway, you also have Candace during that same period, making sure her and Grandis are all smiles. Make no mistake, Grandis is present. She condones his behavior, doesn't call it out. I do, because I'm the neighbor with the stick up her ass. Right? And smiles go away when I'm like, hey, homie, they're going through shit too, but whatever, right? Yeah, her showcasing him off. This is one I'd like to beat the shit out of right here. You have Dawn saying something to him that their relationship would never be the same or able to be healed. Then he fairy tells that moment. So they're laying into a certain one, right? Oh, let's not forget that Dawn violated shit and was trying to talk to one alone. Got it to where nobody could see. He doesn't wear it, didn't matter, right? And then you got him slipping when he's being interviewed by Ainsley after John, and then they go, well, what's changed? Yeah, yeah, right? Just like his little slip in the first interview with Candace and himself. He's talking to whatever. And, well, I know that you're afraid of prison or going to prison or whatever. And I we statements, those little things he does. But if you get fun in your heart, or whatever the fuck he says, right? After that little slip of, well, you're afraid of going to prison, right? Ainsley does the same thing. What changes, Dawn? Once you got out of jail where you couldn't see the end. Well, we don't know really, Nah, right. And all the days in between when the boys were there from the time summer vanished till the day they were taken, Dawn makes sure, for the most part, to have two older with him. Just make sure to keep the younger with her, but that keeps them safe like a shield. Or from, they think, I assume a lot of things, like, and they'd have to have a heads up if anybody was going to take them from them, or, to control one another. Just typical behavior from Dawn, at least. Favorite moves back into favorite spots. Dawn is definitely using the oldest for all kinds of reasons, especially after that broken meth bubble and around the camera time. But then there also, you have like all these weird ones. And they're pissed, but a different one than prior to Summer Ridge. But because somebody somehow, in their minds, one of those kids may be fucked up with story narratives, whatever maybe told to say. No, I think it's funny or something. I don't know. Whatever y'all make of somebody shot, yeah, the mother of a missing child opening the door on one of the siblings, being like, this is going to beat shit out of the smirk and laughter and whatever else going is. Their biggest concern is setting up GoFundMe's and roses and working with them for all that shit. And Grandis is not saying a fucking word, but I lay off of him just like I did now. When I say that, the door closes. smirks, laughter disappear, much like Grandis is telling me her version of events. She don't add up. Making sure she mentions she's the mother of a missing child too, because she's once again forgotten who the fuck I am. So Candace is like, oh shit, Mom stayed there. Hey Mom, this is the neighbor, remember? Like she has to do every other day. All these, I don't think she's just lost me. I don't think anybody else does it. Never on this earth or any other would anybody ever get me to believe that she's wandered off in the woods. Never be seen. No way. No way. Now, could she have wandered a little bit off the hill or midway or something? Yeah. There are days I sometimes wonder if it wasn't something they thought was simple that turned something quickly not okay. Say she's not buckled up, she's running around back seats, hits her head a little bit. These idiots who never know how to take care of anything think, well, she's a little sleepy, we'll let her sleep. Wrong thing to do during a concussion, but they did it. But these are super geniuses who call me putting fucking heat pads on shit that's already swelled and all this other stupid shit for years. I'm like, no, no, no. And basics escape on me. Anyway, mm, because there is something up that shit. Last photo, metal jugs. Those things are wedged. Those aren't simply set down. Those are wedged. And the box is used to wedge the milk, not the other way around. And then summer. There does look to be a little bruise pattern forming that does match the end of that fence post looking. Whatever. Summer. Yeah, it could have been something simple, you never know. Many things can coexist and be part of a larger thing and still be simple. Right? And say they get home, they wake her up. Maybe they do know enough. Like, okay, they didn't know enough not to let her go to sleep at first, but they knew enough to be like, hey, she's still not feeling good. Let's keep her busy a few minutes. Let's have her plant or repot cactuses. It was repot, right? That's what was said, was they're going to repot those. Let's keep her busy a few minutes. Let's keep her awake. Have her help us whatever, but then they go to get fucking high, do whatever it is they're doing. Maybe some are still a little addled. Who knows? I don't know. She wanders up the hill a little bit, maybe to check out where the woodcutters, brush cutters even, had just moved from the day before. She was curious about the new landscape. She gets confused. She is confused. Or maybe something then happens and they haven't and Candace realizes it, but it's too late. For me, there's many possibilities, and I still, I wonder every day, like, why? Something's wrong, didn't Candace call or message? Hell, she called me for anything else. It's like half the time, cut on a foot, yeah, anything like that. Well, or to get my opinion on how sick Summer was, or she need to go to the hospital. I'm like, why? But then I realized that if something drastic had happened and she knew it was drastic, the neighbor with the stick up her ass wouldn't be the one she'd call. She'd get in contact with dogs with fleas types to help her out. She'd leave that hill to go get somebody else she knew, to get help, to do whatever, before she'd contact the neighbor with the stick up her ass. But maybe everybody else except for one, while they thought Summer and the one were together, went to get high. Hence the we came out of camp. I don't know. Maybe they're all doing, who knows what the fuck? Hell, I don't know. Just pure speculation. Thing is, the problem with this is, you're done safe. Mm. I mean, you could simply have it this shit. Oh, all kinds. Maybe she did wander a little too far confused. Puts her in close proximity with the main road. The right person sees her and then does take off with her. You know what I mean? And who knows? Maybe that was the person, or maybe they seen something. Maybe whatever happened to Summer. And they were coming because they knew the driveway where Summer belonged. Maybe that's flash up the driveway, right? But why didn't they complete the circuit? Why didn't the search begin then? And why don't Kane's done mention it? Somebody showed up to tell him XYZ. Hell, I don't know if that was the case. But you have Dawn, right? There. With the whole whatever the hell, he hears leaving it from 609. They start using the scream and everything to manufacture. He gets hold of boys down there in contact. Right. Wants them to say 5 or 10 minutes swing set. They tell Lawson that by the end of the night, walking out the back door, whichever door, right? Dawn, when him and Candace finally did the interview together, saying that stupid shit about she loved being outdoors and that was her downfall. But wait, I thought somebody was lurking in the basement to take her. I thought they came to the basement. What? And you notice he always says singular. No, it's just a random blip in my brain, but it's odd to me. his story is that one motherfucker in a car is parked in a spot. They're in the daytime, during a period when everybody is coming and going, where all kinds of people's dogs would have went off, even though some were definitely not present that day. Others would have went off. Other people would have seen. It's the height of traffic period, really. People finally coming and going in. Just park down there. And they run up the hardest part of wherever the fuck, dog trail, whichever one he picks from time to time. Go into the basement or into the yard period. Go back down the hardest part. Go back to this car. Fight with the whole time. Manage to shut the basement door. That makes total sense. I don't know. Did they leave the keys in the car? Maybe so. Right? All while holding stomach for him and the scream he's using that point to form a narrative. And they're holding their mouth. They're also shutting doors and running down. Okay, bro. No, no, not even. Especially when you can look back and see through time that that's the same story they've given for a whole lot of other setup shit with a great deal many people throughout the years. No, I'm not buying. Anyway, Don wants her to be out in the yard, but then he says the basement. Don wants the yard to be there. Thing is, if Summer's inside and you leave only one who's on the outs to watch, Summer does indeed go down to the basement. Maybe you leave with the other two somewhere so they maybe don't witness, see, hear shit. Right? That's why one of those children, at the very least, is very fucking confused. And is maybe with me on the whole. See, I told you something up with the dogs. But then they're shut down, told shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's 'cause, see, Jody Sue's not wrong. Something's up with those fucking dogs. They are indeed going to some weird ass places. By some weird ass means. But the one kid who is definitely in the house, not trusted, all this other shit, right before Summer vanishes, is the one left in charge of Summer. According to Candace's little slip there. You have Dawn being mad at the oldest, though, but keep them both with the days after Summer vanishes. If Candace being displeased with the oldest at that point instead of the other one. Deanna's dogs didn't bark that day because they weren't there. There might have been one or two up on the hill, but oh, and the thing is, not all those dogs ever came back after Summer vanished either. Oh shit, what am I? And I think Donna Candace said the same, but see, I had weeks and months in there watch those dogs, even after. And every day I watched their patterns and how they would come and go at night, everything, and to keep an eye on what was already a fucking weird situation with the dogs. And it wasn't just me witnessing it. And these dogs did have a habit of vanishing when weird shit would go down inside Ben Hill, for sure. And boy, you should see the tests I run on my own through the years. Boy, they're pretty telling. But I could be responsible for that. Sure. Did you just say, did someone lure the dogs away too? Then, that would imply you somehow believe or whatever that someone lured Summer away, and it's using the same language that Candace Dawn used. Anyway, there's so much more to it all. So much. And so much less there has to be, right? And in the middle of all that chaos, you've got all of them. All of them. It's weird shit for it. And of course, you've got Monster following his usual cycles, but losing an extreme amount of shit and behaving in extreme manners, leading up to everything. But there's really nothing new in that in a way, though the extreme nature of it was something to behold that year. But it was still his pattern because he always did that near birthdays and shit like that. One was coming up. Weirdly enough, though, Boy, flying duck shit insane. On the same day, C and Grandis are at the hospital prior on June 4th. Weirdly enough, with Hunter involved once again. You have all these things, and then again, same thing. Hunter, Grandis, Candace, but on the 15th. You have dogs showing up on the 14th. You have the wooden brush cutters changing spots on the cutting out early 2 days. All these things piecing together shit that comes later on down the road. Things that were before that didn't quite lock in until after and couldn't lock. Circling a real fucking cornbread. Weird changes for 2 years, but things you don't see, realize what they are at the time. Something being wrong, but everything seeming to get better in ways, but not. Yeah, real cornbread circling a whole lot of shit, including Monster, shit going out back doors, Monster install, playing you. Some of the major cornbread shit hitting up a certain gas place. Before that, you have all these things. They're just everywhere. You have your ass on the 14th being threatened once again with favors. Can't make nods. My monster and family, and well, that seems to come to goddamn fruition, don't it? Yep, it seems to. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it seems to, for sure. People be getting away with all kinds of crazy shit. Missing calculators, laughter, and private jokes, and being allowed to act however the fuck they please. And then so comfortable with it that and a baby monster stall acting I really like the fucking landlord in court. I just don't know. And then thinking they're gonna carry that type of behavior over here to this line and it won't work out. I feel some type of way about it. Great. Can't help it. All I know is fires burn. I know what I know over the years, the decades. And I hold receipts for most. A great deal. And you add in there the fact that at some point somebody left that damn hill because they damn well went back up at 5:30. You have Don being certain at 5:30. But you also, the only part of his fucking day. He's like, oh, it's a change from 4:30 to 5:30. But wait, that changes. Right? It's from the boss. Same. No, the boss is on the phone with him for 30 minutes. Then he talks to him for 5 minutes. Then he loads up the rest. Emphasis on rest of his tools. because those are more important than summer, I guess. Um, but remember when they were getting prescription drug and just gonna swim for a few minutes. Dawn thought, oh, well, I have so much food today. I'll just work over and work late. Yeah, we had time 30 minutes on the bus. Now we're Jamie, all these other things. It makes perfect fucking sense, bro. Sure. Absolutely certain that 4:30 to 5:30 in Starling, though. Making sure you got that. Candace at a certain point trying to pull everything back to 4:32 as well. I'm like, only after really the screen times found out about. I didn't call that weird all day, but hell, can it be counted since it was Benny and PG and all them in the middle of that bullshit with her when she tried to pull the time on back to 4:30? I don't. And I mean, you got Fred saying that others seen Candace up there. Hmm. Certain things popping up, especially in the days after some Fred line, Lure line, Sharpie line, DNC definitely line, Monster in his camp eventually, line more than usual, uh, Dobbs fucking line. Like, what the fuck? Surrounded, bro. And we're talking about Monsters Camp who are willing to take in false witnesses, fake ones. They've paid to do X, Y, Z, etc. in the courts. Unless that does actually, I don't know, surely. Oh, that being so fucked. What? What? Oh, just had a random what the fuck about something in the way back with monstrous parents, etc. in court. When charges were dropped against him, placed on them for being abusive to my child, and then being responsible in weapons shooting in this area, right? They brought someone to court with them who was semi-related. At the time, I and Monster were not living together. We worked together, but we were not living together. And I'd let him visit with Eldest for a bit because I didn't want Eldest around them. And well, as you could see, when he gets over there in minutes, they do their fuck shit. Shit lights off. I'm on the phone the whole time. It's all fucked. Whole thing's fucked. Guns are pulled, shit's done, whatever. But initially, Monster was charged. But then the DA starts looking into the monsters. Monsters is like, oh, hell no, there's a pattern here. This ain't right. And they realize I'm telling truth, others are. They reverse everything. Right? Eventually, court comes around. Monsters bring in somebody I didn't even really recognize at the time. The DA and stuff talked to me. This girl was making accusations that were insane to me at the time against Monster. And also during that time, um, I mean, look, this girl was a hot mess anyway, but Um, she fucked up and she told the DA or something that I was living there or what. And then they asked her to identify me. Oh, she identified me, right? But it was description of all the pictures where I had bright red hair, all this shit. My hair was nowhere near what it was. I'm talking, she identified a way, way back me, right? Not the current me. The DA was like, haha, I got you, right? But the shit she was saying about Monster, at the time I was like, holy shit, how dark and deep was fucking Monster egg and sperm donor go that they be willing to have this bitch come in here and full on lie about this insanity on him, right? Pretty far when they're pissed at someone. When they're not working in a group effort. They really do despise them. But anyway, um, but when it's time to pack up and eat somebody back out, they'll do it. And they'll pretend they're just the tightest little Christian family on earth. Anyway. And then, like, I don't know. I think that, either way. Shit went sideways. Monsters. Sperm donor acts insane in court. Family tradition. All those. Let me tell you. Anger, raging, doing whatever the fuck they think they can, please. Slamming the doors and shit. Courtrooms, hold on. So they keep us separate. They take us out one way and take them in. Well, they, whatever. But standing out front of the courthouse, DA, a shit ton of cops and detectives. They're like, okay, we think everything's clear. Got one. Start across the crosswalk. And then it's not clear anymore because monsters waited. Yep, waited. And they come out from over at the tag office section. And as we're about quarter to midway across the road, they really try to mow my ass down with the van. DAs are just like, whoa, 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 cops and shit, stop them. Shit really goes there. Anyway, but yeah, they're a bunch, let me tell you. But now, I wonder about what they and that person were accusing Monster of doing. If at least that little piece was. Because let's be real, they do help Monster get up to some funky shit with trash. Prostitutes, boat bitches, pumps, anything else throughout the years. They sit and watch him try to essay me, dragging me up and down goddamn hallways, and they walk away and shut the door. You watch him beat and abuse. I think it's funny and cute. They hide predators. I don't know. Then these fucks take stand at places that are been every time, dude. And so I knew to take their threats seriously. The hint went nods the days prior. Summer range. I knew the camera shit, all these other things that were happening. Earring drops, also shit, I knew they really didn't. peace in anything but ours. And our shit. Just random thought. It's like, holy fuck. Wait a minute. What if? It's nothing to do necessarily with just tired. Just, yeah, I don't feel so good. And I didn't need to be here anyway tonight, but all of my face is kind of going on. My head's hurt. I'm gonna get off here. I really don't feel good. Y'all do me a favor. Alright. Yeah. Share Summer's picture information card. If y'all can figure out what to call about these blips missing Summer's picture on them, but having their description up. Let me know, because I don't know who to contact about it. It's not all of them. It's just a few, it looks like, that are missing their picture. And I don't know why. It's bothering me. Anyway, if I can manage it tonight, I'm also gonna go back around the community block and beg people some more to make sure that they contact 1-800-TBI find the FBI or anybody. Or maybe here, yes, they did today. I'm tired. I don't feel very good. Um, I don't feel very good at all. Y'all, please share the DV Universal Hand Signal for help out. It can and does save lives. Across many realms. All kinds of different victims, survivors. Yeah. Those at home, vocal disabilities, worse than mine, Stroke patients, people at home alone, choking, abductions, kidnappings, essays, children stuck in hollows, just like that. Predators not needing advance warning before Ellie shows up when people can't get cops in, or they leave them bags. It can and does save lives. And that has bet as tech catches up, law enforcement on it, it would be an amazing thing. So the more you share it, the more people recognize it. And right now, out in public, it can save people, and others can use it over their devices on video format and things to warn some contact or to help or whatever with others. Anyone to get help to them that way. So It's an amazing tool. Please help share it, learn it. But as always, please share Summer's picture information colored by name. By information, I don't mean YouTube, social media. I don't mean any of us speaking around any of this. We're not the information. We're just us speaking from our own perspectives, our own lives lived beside of, near, around, and inside of this community amongst one another. Everything all of us witnessing and heard will not be a thing, a great deal of it. Maybe all of it will be wrong. Maybe none of it fits together at all. Some of us, at the very least, though, will be or help form the timeline. And that can't be the line. But when I mean information, I mean local and surrounding agencies, law enforcement wise. I mean FBI, TBI. I mean investigative and local journalists, and I do not mean of the JLR, Bullhorn, or even Enton variety, not the races, not the nations, not the whatever the hell stations. I mean local and investigative journalists. But the FBI and TBI websites for summer, even the Rogers Review, if you want to go check them out instead, Bobo has articles up where it features a Q&A with the FBI, but that's also featured on Earhart and all them. You can locate it easily. It gives you all the rundown, all the basics, what's been searched, who's been searched, warrants, data, all these things that in just a click and a couple minutes read would help you all from at least being misled over here by creators or used to tamper with Summer's case or for your cash, for anything else, any nefarious purpose. Okay? Please, 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 I'm begging. Go check that out for yourself if nothing else. Tell others to do the same if nothing else. But all those are forms of information that can be shared with Summer, her photo, her name. And I know it sounds silly, guys, but sharing her picture, information, and club our name is a very tangible way to help locate her and bring her home to her community and her brothers so she can tell her own story, or her brothers and law enforcement and courts can. Because her story is just that. It's her story. And these men and women, even if she cannot, they care about her greatly. They work hard for her. A great deal many people around here do care about her. No matter what you've been told. No matter what narrative you've been fed. And I, and many others, we all have fires going. We all wait. We all what if. We all win. Win this. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe today. What if this? What if that? But we all wait. Because it's Summer who will tell her story. And it's law enforcement and courts and her brothers that will help her. And the way you can help bring her back to her community and her brothers and the law enforcement courts is by sharing her picture, information, and calling her by her name. It's also a very real way to hopefully out jiggle loose, get something going somewhere, that little piece, right, that breaks everything open. Maybe it outs the person or person's responsible. Or maybe after this long, another day or two, or a minute or two, they see and keep seeing an ocean of her face. And they grow a heart or a brain. And they do what's right. And they turn themselves in. And they realize they can't outrun and they can't outlast and they won't forever. You don't outrun, you don't outlast, and you don't out chaos. Summer's story will be told. Justice will be served. And nobody's gonna outrun it, outlast it, or out chaos. Do the right thing, man. You can't outrun, outlast, and out chaos. It's coming no matter what. But maybe staring at an ocean, summer's face every day will help that. It helps someone around them recognize something's wrong, recognize a little slip, maybe a little too much watching of the chaos or someone's face, and they'll realize they're sitting there and they'll pick up the phone. There's hope, guys. There's hope. And I'll continue to have it. But no matter what, I don't intend to leave this earth at any point and leave Summer's story a mystery on that cursed ass road. When so many of us have been able to at least semi-escape monsters. Sim. And from her story should not remain a mystery. Or be left behind on that cursed ass road. Y'all share Summer's picture information. Cover. Be good pebbles and sparks where you can. They do indeed travel the world. Lightning quick. They can change everything in a blink. They can save lives you may never know. See, they can create tsunamis where you thought just a ripple was. And you may never know, but they do. And little sparks and little voices, well, those sparks can light up rooms of darkness. And one voice, well, one voice can matter. And it can grow to a cacophony. Y'all have a good morning, good evening, and good night.